know, instead of waiting for a good day to happen, you know.
What did one river say to the other two? What are you doing? We will see these buildings all again from different angles when downtown, or as Pittsburghers like to say, .com. The Rivers Casino got to choose their own address, name, and number. Any guesses what lucky number they chose? How's about 777 Casino Drive? Feels more like 666 when I'm in there, though. You know, a rabbit and a lion were playing poker the other day in one of their 30-table poker rooms, and the rabbit said to the lion, "I hope you're not a cheetah." Lion says to the rabbit, "You gotta be kidding me." First Acrisure Stadium feel a lot like venom coming out of my mouth, because so a lot of us Pittsburghers, it will always be Heinz Field. You see, in 2021, the naming rights were bought by a Michigan-based insurance company for 15 years, $10 million a year, $150 million total. Small price to pay for ripping out my heart, stomping on our culture. Purgatory has famous alcoholic milkshakes, burgers such as Meet Your Maker, Piggy Butter, and Jelly. They also have a culinary delight, culinary delight, the 50-50 burger, 50% ground beef, 50% ground bacon. My friend Victor Cardiel just ordered that one on the menu. You know, I hear a pirate flooded one of these taverns once. Let that sink in. What's a pirate's favorite kind of food? How about barbecue or oranges? If you end up having an JB Honus Wagner card and sell it at auction, we only ask a small finder's fee for telling you the story. Any idea why the pirates so long to learn the alphabet? Maybe because they got stuck at sea for years. And while they were stuck at sea, what did the ocean say to the pirate? Nothing. It just waved. And how much do pirates pay for their earrings? Oh, about $1 a year. I could do this all day. Why did the light turn red? Well, you would too if you had to change in front of everybody. Why should you never fight with a rain cloud? It'll just storm out on you. You know, a lot of my river jokes just aren't current anymore. You think this bus is going to stop by the river? Well, if it doesn't, there's going to be a big splash. Man, this line is so long you can change a tire without losing your place in line. Wouldn't it be Cleveland Browns too in order to get a Super Bowl rating to come on with themselves? Try the Steelers! And a few ghost stories as well. Any idea how the community college ghosts get to school? They ride the Ghoul Bus. The Andy Warhol Museum used to have a happy hour, and let me tell you, after a few drinks, Andy's work starts making way more sense. The trail on the other side of this river runs all the way to our nation's capital in Washington, D.C. Makes you just want to get on your bike and ride, huh? Just me? Turtle told me the other day I should just go with the flow. Stacks there are the original Heinz 57 factory, which has since been refurbished into luxury apartments. They manufactured the famous ketchup beans there, and I can't help but wonder if it smells like ketchup when it rains. This is an exhibit put on by the Museum of Modern Art by the city of Pittsburgh. It's called Deconstruction. In its current condition, I feel like it's a metaphor for global warming. These have exotic proteins such as kangaroo. Personally, I'm not a fan. Makes me a little jumpy. Roland Seafood Grill here on the left. The police had to be called here last night as 2 fish were battered. I'll put that all together for us. Hey, you guys want to head downtown? Pick up an Iron City beer. What's the deal with at? I've seen a red outfit run the sweep out and I'm ready to head down the Duquesne Incline. Even have smoking cocktails. I saw with my own 2 eyes. And now I hear those smoking cocktails are pretty fire. This building was designed. It was supposed to be 40, but thankfully they got it down to 4. So you got a pole at the top to show the intended height. In the architectural community, we refer to this as having a fit. You know, skyscrapers aren't just buildings. They have many stories as well. EQT is the largest producer of natural gas in the Appalachian Basin. Besides my dog, of course. It used to could get a room for $2.50. You can still get a room for $2.50. You just have to move the decimal place. Intended to scare young people into making better life decisions. And on our left-hand side, this is an exhibit put on by the Museum of Modern Art by the city of Pittsburgh. It's called Construction. We're now traveling into the Uptown neighborhood. You might be wondering if there's an Up Dog neighborhood or maybe even What's Up Dog? Well, not much. What about you? Now, this is a story all about how my life got flipped turned upside down. What if I told you this circular tower is part of 3 identical circular towers? And the University of Pittsburgh dormitory students who live there affectionately refer to them as the beer can towers. When was the University of Pittsburgh founded? Merry-go-rounds to me were those low-to-the-ground metal spinning things that you try and throw you and your friends off of. You know, these traffic circles seem pretty straightforward, but they end up being a real roundabout way of doing things. I don't know what kind of gifts you all are giving to your business partners, but woo! It does help to know that Andrew Carnegie, with inflation, was the world's first billionaire. I can't help but notice a lot of these logs are combination logs as well. Doesn't own a lot of confidence in those relationships. Any idea how to get into the Carnegie Music Hall? How's about practice, practice, practice? And why did Beethoven have all the chickens removed from his property? They kept going bok, 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 bok. So if you have a Tinder date tonight, please make a reservation today. Mohawk Street. I feel like I could ride a skateboard down that. I have health insurance. Yeehaw! You guys want to play I Spot? If your mom ever calls asking where you are, you can say, "Oh, sorry, Mom, I'm at the library and I'm heading straight to work." And for all you beer lovers out there, we hope you had a wonderful time. And if you didn't, our business name is actually the Duck Tours.